Hey guys, how you guys doing? Today I'm recommending two books that has been super helpful for me when I was preparing my quantitative trading interviews. So these books generally they are very helpful for you to prepare for quant trading interviews or for more quant research interviews and even for more technical roles like software engineering regarding one of the book have more even some like software engineering questions. So from the easiest to the hardest ranking them. The first book I recommend is this one. So it's called Heard on the Street. It's a interview classic book. And I remember this book got interview questions from actual interview questions from the firms because the firm think if this candidate is willing to spend this amount of time to actually prepare, then it's worth it. So basically, how this question is split like this is very thick. Is that they've got more purely quantitative and logic questions, which is so common in quant trading interviews. They also got more derivatives questions, more financial economic questions, and then they've got those statistics questions that I think is applicable not just to quant trading and quant research, but also for more technical roles in other industries as well, such as tech. And then they've got this section on non-quantitative questions, so questions about like behavioral questions. And what's so good about it is that they give you answers for all of the questions, and especially they give you answers like different type of answers as well. So it really help you to not just prepare for your interviews, but also to understand those really important topics and to expand your mindset. So this is definitely a must read. I especially use the probability and the logic questions. It's very, very common. Actually, got some of the questions asked in my actual quant trading interviews. And the other one is slightly harder. The green book, they've got the red book, the green book. The green book, it is called A Practical Guide to Quantitative Finance Interviews by Xinfeng Zhou. And so this book has more emphasis on calculus, probability, stochastic, and so calculus and linear algebra and probability, which are really common topics for quant interviews. And they also have brain teasers, which is probably not just asked in quantitative interviews, but also more like different other types of interviews like sales, etc. And they also have chapter 1 have this general principles chapter in terms of helping you to prepare make reasonable assumptions and practice your interview skills, etc., which they give very, very helpful hints to prepare for any kind of interviews. And what's really cool about this book that's different from the other one is that they've got some chapters specifically on stochastic process and stochastic calculus and algorithms and numerical methods. And that's very, very helpful for especially for more quantitative roles like quant research. And it's also just interesting to go through and understand, just like a textbook kind of stuff, but more effective in terms of preparing for interviews. And they also have this really fat chapter on finance, on option pricing, the Greeks, portfolios, exotics, and other finance questions, and duration, convexity, forwards, futures, etc. So those two books are super helpful. My recommendation is that for quant trading interviews, usually for prop trading firms, they mainly, the one I interviewed, Jane Street, they mainly just ask you more probability questions. But I'm sure for other interviews, other firms which I haven't interviewed for, they ask you maybe more finance question related, but I guess more banks ask more Greeks and finance related, more behaviorals. Trading firms is mainly on the technicals. So those two books are must read. So focus on the more logic, probability type questions, and the behavioral chapter as well, which gives really helpful tips. And And if you want to expand your skill set, expand your knowledge on finance and especially on trading, then read the financial economics book page, the financial economics chapter in the red book, and the finance questions, the option pricing, etc. on the green book. So this is my recommended rank of going through the book. But yeah. And if there's any kind of other kind of books you guys would like me to recommend, and if there's anything I want to share regarding quant interviews, finance interviews, or any other kind of industries, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, like and subscribe.